that way we get all. So I don't know if it's that I'm energetic, but I'm excited to talk to you guys about this because I've had only my 1.5 cups of coffee today, Robert. That is it. So, and it was first thing this morning. So I get squirrely, so I have to pay attention. I we said on the call earlier today, Jessica said the word life-changing money. And it's true. This is life-changing money, right? You get on a social media site and you start to see these orders roll in and the money changes your life. And so I am excited to share what I do. I'm giving you my exact system that I use. I'm teaching you everything that I know about doing business online as an affiliate. And I'm wanting it to change your life too, right? So that's where all this is coming from. I don't know that it's energy as much as it is passion, right? It's a lot of passion that I have for what we do. We teach people about their bodies. We get to make money teaching people about their bodies. I just think it's super cool. So welcome to the first week of boot camp. This is going to kick your booty into high gear. Okay. So I want you to make a commitment to show up to every single call unless some sort of something happens. Make a commitment to show up to every single call in person. You're here tonight, make it to all the rest, okay? And here's why. Because there is nothing like being here live and getting to ask me the questions that are coming into your brain. There is nothing like being here live and getting the coaching that you need in your business. Okay. So at the end of each session, there is going to be time that is slated specifically for asking questions. So any questions that you guys have, I am going to share all of the nitty gritty. I will let you guys know what's in the future. So if I'm going to go over something that's in a future live, okay, well, I will tell you that. But the most important thing to know here is that when you're showing up, we are going to be working on this together. We're going to be really committing over this 4-week process to getting your business rolling, to getting results coming in your business. Okay. So raise your hand if you want to see results in your business. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, so we want to see results. Drop it in the chat if you want to see results in your business. Results meaning what? We're going to talk about that tonight. So my name is Nikki Mars. In case you don't know who I am, I've been a regional manager for corporate for the past 18, 19 months now. So not only that, but I've been in business for 12, almost 13 years. In March, it'll be lucky 13 for me. So I've been doing this for a hot minute. I started my business doing parties like most of the other people. And then I found social selling in year 2021. And I only do about one party a month now. I try to be during the summer, I don't party at all because I like to be home with my family. But I still really love that in-person atmosphere that we get at the parties. So my business is built online. So tonight, what we're going to go over in boot camp is how to master the basics. We're starting with the basics. You always have to start with the basics, okay? So that's where we're going to begin tonight. And then we are going to build each week. We're going to use those basics and we're going to build our way up, okay? So I need to hear you guys saying in the chat that you are committed to coming back over the 4-week process. Now, we are taking Thanksgiving week off. Okay, so just so you know, Thanksgiving week, we will be taking that week off because I know Wednesday nights we're all prepping food, we're all traveling that week, and we're all checking out, being with our family as we should be. So we're taking that week off. So we'll go 1 week into December, that first Wednesday in December, we will end it. Okay, so, but that doesn't mean that you end your business, right? It just means that we end the boot camp. And then I'll run another one again in January. Committed. I love to see it. Here for the long haul, here for it all. Committed. Yes. Good stuff. Okay. So now that we have talked about that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay. So let me figure this out really quick. Again, if you guys were on the call earlier today, I am still figuring out how to use my PC. to the best of my abilities. So I am on a Mac and it's still new to me. So yeah, it's going to be a fun process. Okay, so this is the affiliate and social seller bootcamp. I use these words sort of interchangeably because if you are sending someone to a link to shop online, you are a social seller. You are an affiliate, right? So the only difference that might happen is you might have inventory and be shipping out of your home and use some type of pure shop link, or you might use a Shopify like I do, or a Square link, or you might use your affiliate link, which is your pureromance.com/your name, right? So it's the same thing. It's the same process for both of those, except with one, you're shipping, and with the other, you're not. Okay. So just know that when we go into this, affiliate and social seller, you're sending them to a link, no matter where you're sending them from, you're sending them to a link to purchase. Okay. So that's why it is both affiliate and social seller. Okay. So attracting people to your brand. Tonight is all about attracting new people to your business. If you have been in business, I saw Sherry Vac and I saw Lisa on here. If you've been in business for a hot minute, I want you to tell me how much you have paid to go and do a networking event. Just give me a ballpark figure. Lisa and Sherry, I want to see those comments dropped in because I know that I have paid $565, almost $600 for a networking event. Okay. A women's living networking event. And then I stumbled into doing reels and I figured out that all of the people that I meet at one of those networking events, I met them all for free socially in 1 to 2 days online. So the power of attracting people to your brand, new people, new endless leads, is what social media selling is all about. So, and we can attract people that are in your local area as well. So that's one of the kind of cool things about social media. $50 to $100 each. I'm telling you, 50 plus. They cost money. This doesn't cost you money, which is my favorite thing about it. Endless leads is what it can lead to. So we're going to talk tonight how to do it. We're going to go over the lead generation cycle. Have you guys seen the lead generation cycle? Let me know in the comments if you have. If you've been to any of my trainings, you've probably seen it, but we're going to go over it as a refresher. We're going to go over what it looks like to create value with your content. Okay, we're going to say content, but really it is just you talking about sexual health. It's you making people laugh. It is you sharing our products. Okay, so that is the creating value piece. Then we're going to talk about the anatomy of what a good reel looks like. And then what it actually looks like when I do it. I have physically shared my reels on here. So you're going to be seeing my actual reels and I'm going to break it down step by step. Okay. And then what should your expectations look like when you're selling online? A lot of people think you just go like this overnight. And so we're going to look at some realistic me numbers that came from my business so you guys can see how long it really took to go like that. And then managing your brain, which is 80% of the hard work, right? Managing your brain when it comes to this, making sure that you're out there doing the things, you're staying consistent no matter what comes in your brain. And then we're going to share the content calendar. I shared some of it today when we were on our affiliate collab call, but you're going to get the full thing, the full shebang tonight. And then I'm going to give you guys some homework to do over the next week. Cool? Yeah, we all good? All right, awesome. This is the lead generation cycle. Every single lead that you go through, every single lead that you meet has been through this cycle. So here is an example, okay? The last time that I bought something online, okay? The very last time that I bought something, it was a this chittery cat toy. Okay, it chitters around and it like does this little fluffy thing and it's all over TikTok right now. The very first time that I saw it though, my eyes were like, oh, I think my cat would like that. And so I followed the creator. Okay. That's the curiosity part. Okay. I'm curious. You've piqued my interest. I want to know more about this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to opt into your messaging. I'm going to follow you because I'm not ready to buy yet because I don't really know. I don't know if this chittery thing really works, but yeah, I'm going to opt in. I'm curious. I'm going to opt in and see what else happens. Okay. And then this is the part where people spend the longest is building trust, especially online. Now, in person, let's say you're at an in-person party or an in-person event, a marketing event, their curiosity is piqued by, oh, talking about your coochie or talking about your libido enhancer, those types of things. And then they opt into your messaging by coming into your shopping room, right? By filling out your raffle, that sort of thing. And then they build trust with you over the party while talking with you at a networking event. Building trust online is the exact same way, except you're putting yourself and your valued content in front of them consistently. So they're learning to trust that you're going to show up, you're going to teach them about their bodies, and you are going to educate them about how these products can solve a problem in their life. And then this part, right? They think about it. So it took me 6 months to buy this chittering toy. It's like 20 bucks. It took me 6 months to buy it. So I probably went through this part curious. I would see other creators, so then I'd follow them. And then I'd be like, oh, okay, I love their cat content. So that's building more trust for them. And then I'm like, maybe I'm gonna buy, like I even put it in my cart once. And then I was like, oh no, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. Right. And then I went back to curiosity and I went through this cycle a ton of times until I eventually popped out and I bought it. Okay. And I accidentally sent it to Lucy Hynan instead of myself, and she had to ship it to me because I had her address in there because I sent her a gift off of TikTok Shop once. So that's just a funny little story. But this is the cycle that we follow as buyers, as anyone else's lead and all of our leads, they go through this cycle. So we're really going to be focusing on piquing someone's curiosity. How do we get them to opt into your messaging? How do we get them to opt into your business? How do we get them to trust you faster? How do we push them past maybe and into buy, right? And then put them back in curiosity. We want to make sure they buy again and again and again and again. That's called customer lifetime value, CLV. You'll hear me talk about that a lot. So a ton. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nadine. Thank you. I will definitely check it. Definitely check it. Okay. All right. So why do people follow you? We already do this. If you've been in business for any period of time, you know that we already do this, right? They follow you because you're going to teach them something. Education. They follow you because you're going to make them laugh. Entertainment, right? They follow you because you make them feel better about themselves. Empowerment. So this is our company's core values: education, entertainment, and empowerment. Okay. We know how to do this already. You already have, if you're on this call, you already have the skills to do this. We just need to funnel it towards something where you can have a fantastic outcome. Okay. So here is here is one of my TikToks that performed pretty well. So, and you'll see when you actually watch it, you'll see kind of what that looks like. Oh, whoops. Oh no, it doesn't play. I'm sorry. I'm a dinkus. But look at my face here. You see my face? You see my hands? Like I'm talking with my hand, I'm talking with my face. Bring them to the edge. Is your curiosity piqued? Do you want to know what this video is about? This woman is animated, right? I have link in bio right in my face. Okay, what's going on here? These are the reasons why people are going to follow me, because my facial expressions are wild. They're all over the place because I talk with my hands. My son was making fun of me for it just the other day. And because I am teaching them something, right? Because I make them laugh, because I am kind of like a cartoon character. I'm all over the place all the time. So that's why they follow you. So they're learning to trust you one reel at a time. It's important to remember that because a lot of times we try to focus on getting high views when we really should be focused on just showing up for our audience over and over and over again. Okay. Because those high views, that doesn't build trust, right? It gives us an instant validation of, oh, our content's fantastic, but it doesn't actually build trust with your customers. It just brings a lot of new people to you at once, right? So it's important to know that this one reel at a time is the pace that we're going to be moving at. Okay. So here is what a fantastic reel or TikTok, reel and TikTok, they're the same thing. Moving video, short moving video is what a reel or a TikTok is. And this is the formula to that. So go ahead and take a screenshot of this, okay, with your phone. If you're on your phone, take a screenshot. For every single video that you do throughout this boot camp, you're going to want to have a hook, okay? A short 2-second soundbite that grabs their attention and makes them want to watch. People will scroll by in 2 seconds. You have 2 seconds to get them to stop their scroll. That's it. If you lost it, you lost it, right? So we need to grab them in that first 2 seconds. And then you do a little intro about who you are and what you're going to teach them. So they know why they want to continue watching the video. And the average that you're going to get that watch it all the way through is about 5%. Okay. But 5% of 200 new people for every single video, that's pretty dang good, right? That's 10 new leads every single video. If you put out one video a day, that's 70 new leads in your business a week. That's huge. That is huge, huge lead generation going on. Okay. So we want to let them know who you are and let them know what you're going to teach them. And then we're going to do a call to action. We're going to tell your audience to shop with you, to follow you, to read the caption, to comment, to like, to share, etc. We want them to do something with our content. You don't want to just tell them about it and then let them go off into the ether, right? Like, here's this fantastic cup and it has this RFDI chip in it. You can just set it on the thing and you can refill it all day. But I'm not going to tell you how to get the cup because I didn't include a call to action. That doesn't make any sense. They want to know where to go to buy the product. So you are going to tell them in every single video where to go to buy the product. Okay. All right. Yes. Sorry. Sorry. Did you guys get sound just now? Can you hear a sound coming out? Let me know in the chat if you can hear the sound. Okay. This is what each of these look like. This is what a hook actually looks like. It's the first couple seconds of a video. Let me see here. Did you guys get sound? Oh, good. You got sound. Okay, good. So this is a hook. Okay.
Yes, but before you use it, put a towel down. See that? Yes, but before you use it, put a towel down.
Do you see? Before you use it, put a towel down. That captures your attention. What? What do you mean I need a towel? What? I need a towel. Oh, I wouldn't have to put a towel down. Captures your attention in that first 2 seconds. Okay. And then here is that intro and expand.
Right there, it goes, and so all over your happy button. And by the end, you're going, the noises that are coming out of your mouth, you cannot control. By the end, you forgot their name, they forgot your name, and all the stress has left your body. My name is Nick Levin. I'm your new desire coach. I've been in the space for over 12 years and not a lot of vibes shock me anymore, but this one did. I'm going to tell you all about it, but remember, this is for educational purposes. Pulsing air, it goes. That's important because whenever you have a flexion motion, it is actually distending your nerve endings and making things more pleasurable. Then you're on the inside and the weaver goes underneath. So they get sensation, you get sensation. And this is buzz all the way to your GGG. But wait.
Okay, so you see how that was a lot of expansion. I had a lot of information in a very short period of time, but I'm moving so quickly that they're very entertained by that. So you introduce yourself and you expand, and that was just my demo that I do for a product. It's the same demo that I would do at a party. right? Same demo I've always done for a product. I shared all of the features. I put them in the shoes of the user, meaning what is this going to do to your body? How is it going to make you feel? Telling a story about what might happen. Okay. And then here is that call to action piece and what it looks like and sounds like.
I've linked it over here for you in my clickable shop, but if this was helpful, don't forget to follow along for more. Happy humping.
Okay. Notice I tell them I've linked it over here for you in my clickable shop. Bam, go over there. Follow along for more. Clickable shop, follow along for more. Clickable shop, follow along for more. Over and over and over again. You say it in every single video to make sure and get them over there because we want to start seeing results in your business, right? Okay. So another thing that a lot of people get stuck in is these captions and hashtags. So take a screenshot of this one. I don't want you to overthink it. Okay. You need some basic keywords in your captions. In the content calendar, I have something that you can copy and paste into ChatGPT, and it can pop out one of these captions and a list of hashtags for you. Or you can use it to jog your brain to figure out what it is that you want to say. Okay. So just don't overthink it. The important thing is to use some type of relationship, some type of married couples, or some type of tired moms, the people that you actually want to target with your content. That's the keywords that you want to put in your caption. Does that make sense? I hope that's making sense. And then I use some very basic hashtags and I just use them over and over and over again. Hashtag relationships, hashtag advice, hashtag relationship advice, right? Hashtag blueberry when I'm showing the blueberry lemonade. Hashtag how to when you're teaching them something. Tips and tricks, remote, funny, empowerment, these types of things, right? They're not something that you really have to think about. It's just categorizing you to file you in the right part of the FYP so people see you, okay? So don't overthink this piece of it. A lot of people really get stuck here, but this is all you really need. The most important thing is the actual content. All right. Now, here is another tip. For some reason, when you download your video to your phone and then you re-upload it, it gets around the algorithm. So for some reason, these videos, they get like popped a lot less. They don't notice that I'm talking about sex as easily when I am doing this process. So take a screenshot of this again. You're going to download that video. You're going to put your captions on the video and then tap save. Okay. This downloads it without the watermark, no watermark included. So you can use it on TikTok, you can use it on Instagram, you can use it on Facebook, you can use it on Snapchat, you can use it on Clap, you can use it wherever you want in your VIP group. You can use it everywhere, okay? So download your video, then go back to home and tap the plus button here, or return to the comments you were replying to and tap reply again. So right here is where you're going to upload. See this little box right here? You'll tap that box and that will put your video up, and then you can just put your captions in, right? After you tap next. So it's a super simple process. You just download it and then re-upload it into TikTok again, or into Instagram, or wherever it is that you want to. I like to do all of my filming in TikTok and then move it out to other places. Okay. That's how I like to do it because I like how long it gives you to actually record. So that's my preference, but for now, this will work best for you. Okay. Now let's talk about your expectations for a second, because a lot of people think you're going to post the reel, you're going to gain followers, your sales are going to go up, and you can begin rolling in cash and life is perfect. Does that sound familiar? Right? A lot of people think that's what it looks like to be a creator who's making a lot of money selling these products on there. They think it looks like this, right up. Okay. This is what it actually looks like. This is my analytics from my TikTok. Okay. So the reality is you put in a lot of work getting super tiny wins until you see results. So I call this right here the Valley of Despair. Okay. So from November 13th to January, almost February, okay, my views were like really small. You see that? Like how tiny they are, like bloop. And I got a little bloop here, and I got a couple bloopy bloops, and I got some floopy loops. And then I finally got something going on here, and then holy crap, over 300,000. And then holy crap, over 300,000. Then holy crap, over 200,000. Then look at this. Here's another valley of despair, right? Oh, right in here. But it's better than it was here, right? So this is where people give up, is in this valley of despair. They are like, it's not working. I'm the only one in the world that this is not going to work for. It works for everybody else, but it doesn't work for me. And that's because they're still in this valley of despair. They're still in the build, right? So you have to go through this valley to get to a peak. You can't get to a peak without a valley. You just can't, right? That's not the way geography works, and that's not the way the work works. So you can see I stayed very, very, very consistent here. I just kept moving. 200 new people every single day. And those people built trust with me, and they built trust with me, and they built trust with me. And so then they would purchase. And then I would build trust with new people, and then they would purchase. And then I'd build trust with new people, and they would purchase. So I was building this entire time. I had some sales rolling through, but I didn't have major spikes. Okay. So when we're setting your expectations for your new avenue in business, we need to make sure we're setting them to deal with this valley of despair right here. So does that make sense? Have you given up in the valley of despair? Share that with me in the comments, okay? Because this is as real and as raw as it gets, right? This is my algorithm, so it's showing you the real deal here, okay? All right, managing our brains. This is the piece that I think is missing for so many people. They don't actually know how to manage those peaks, those valleys. They don't know how to feel better when they're not getting the immediate results that they want. Okay. I'm going to come back and answer all of these questions. So just so you guys know. This piece right here, managing your brain, is 80% of the work. 80% of the work. I'm going to say that again because it's important that you guys know that before I can work for the day, I have to manage this. Because if I don't manage this, I'm not getting my work done, right? Today was one of the worst days to try to work after an election. Like you're up late, you're not sure, you're all stressed out, and you have all these thoughts zinging through your head about the future. So I had to manage all of that before I could sit down and focus today, right? So your brain is designed to keep you safe. That's what it does. It keeps you safe. And it's designed to rest. It's designed to send you into a rest state so that if a bear comes along, you can run from it. Okay. Your brain is always looking for danger. It's like, woo, danger. It's always on the lookout for something that's dangerous and something that's going to hurt you. And it doesn't know that we don't live in a time where there's not bears all around you. You don't have to survive by fighting other things all the time. So it thinks any type of risk that you might take is deadly. Any type of risk. That means if you feel like you are going to be shunned for what you're talking about, that feels too risky. You feel like that might kill you, right? That's what your brain tells you. If you feel like, oh, I look fat in this video, I get that. I feel that way constantly, right? Your brain is like, oh no, that's risky. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We can't do it, right? Or, oh, I'm gonna look dumb in this video because I don't know what I'm saying, right? I don't feel like I know what I'm saying. your brain is like, oh no, better shut that down because that feels too risky. That feels like we're gonna die. Okay. Your brain doesn't know the difference. So we have to manage those thoughts to really focus and get us across the finish line. The important thing to know here is that thoughts are just thoughts. They're not always reality. They just exist. It's okay that they exist. We shouldn't shame ourselves for the thoughts that we have, but it's important to manage them and know that just because you think, oh, I'm going to sound dumb, doesn't mean that you actually sound dumb, right? Some of the videos that I have thought before I did the video that I sounded dumb had the highest views because people related to me in that video, right? So thoughts aren't always reality. Sometimes they can be, but they aren't always reality. Okay. So I like to call these ugly thoughts, and Lisa and Sherry, they're both in my region, and so they will know this term. Okay. I like to call these thoughts head trash. So tell me if you have ever thought any of these things. I'm overwhelmed. Things are moving too fast. I should be further along by now. You should on yourself, right? I should have the same results as XYZ. I've tried everything and nothing works. I will never be as good as blah, 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 whoever it is. This isn't working. Why bother? Why bother? I give up. It's not working. It's not working for me. I'm the only one that this doesn't work for, right? I'm too busy. I'll do it later. That is the greatest lie. That is like telling yourself you're going to get gas in the morning before you take your kids to school. Listen, okay? We are lying to ourselves when we say we're going to do it later because it's going to be less busy. It's never going to be less busy. Everything keeps changing. I don't like the way I look on camera. I struggle with tech. I'm not a tech person. Have you ever said I'm not a tech person? I can't because I have children. I've got children all around me. I just can't right now. I just can't. My house is too loud. I don't have space. It's too hard. I'm not a creative enough. I'm not a social person. I get more energy off in person. I'm not getting views. I'm not getting enough sales. I'll wait until life slows down. I missed a call, so now I'm behind. These are all examples of head trash that go through our brain that we need to manage, because this is all trying to get you to stop working, to stop taking risks so that you can rest, so you can run from a bear. Okay. But there's no bear. There's just money at the end of this, right? So do you want money or rest, right? These are the things we sometimes have to choose between. So we're running for money. That's what we want. We want the profits. We want your business to grow. And the goal is really for us to make that happen for you. Okay. So I see good. Okay. Lots of people having these thoughts. Yeah. Isn't it crazy how we're all having the same thoughts and we think they're the only one? So here's what we're going to do to change your thoughts. This is my exact process. This is what I do every single day to change those thoughts. First of all, I get a piece of paper out. I'm well known for all of my millions of thoughts that I have written down in all of these journals. You see these? I think every thought on paper. I write them all down. I write them down. And then I practice a more productive thought. Okay. Thoughts are like clothes. If you go to the store and you are trying on a pair of pants and it makes you have a muffin top, are you going to buy the pair of pants? No. You're going to try on a pair of pants that actually fits you and doesn't make your rolls pop out over the top, right? You're going to buy a pair that actually accentuates your body. So it's the same with thoughts, except we buy negative thoughts all the time. We're just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm just going to believe that. I'm just going to believe everything negative you send at me, brain. Right? So we want to really focus on practicing, trying on a more productive thought. Okay. So it's practice. It's not going to be perfect. That's the important thing. It's just because I have this skill doesn't mean that I don't still have negative thoughts that come through my head. And it doesn't mean that some of them are sometimes so loud that they shut me down. The goal here is like 80% of the time, we can work our way through it. Okay. So we're going to begin these new thoughts with, I can learn to, or I have the ability to empower yourself. So let's go back to our list of thoughts that we had back here. Instead of, here's a good one. I should be further along by now. Okay. I should be further along by now. Instead of I should be further along by now, we're going to move that to I can learn to make progress because I can. That's true. I can learn to make progress. So it's not a lie. I'm not trying to lie to my brain. I can learn to make progress. Another great one. Let's try the. Oh, I've tried everything and nothing works. I've tried everything and nothing works. Okay. Let's shift that to I have the ability to reach out to someone to see what new ideas I can try. Because you do have the ability to do that. That's empowering. You're telling yourself, I can learn to do something and I have the ability to do something. It's not out of my control, right? So, very empowering thoughts, and they move you into kind of a neutral space where you're not feeling all of those feelings that come along with the thoughts. And if a thought is still lingering in your head all day while you're working, keep the new thought in front of you all day. This is something that I do. I will put, so for example, if I thought to myself, like, I've tried everything and nothing is working, and I change that to I have the ability to reach out and figure out what I haven't tried with one of my accountability partners. I will write that thought down and keep it in front of me while I work to remind myself constantly that I do have that ability. I'm not powerless here, right? Putting you back in the driver's seat. All right. Saw some in the chat, the chitty chit chit chat chat chat. Oh, you're good, she said. Yeah, give us all the thoughts. Give us all the thoughts. It's good stuff. All right, so implement and earn content calendars. I am so excited for this, you guys. Now, I popped this into the affiliate group already and the video on how to learn it, okay? So it's available there. I'm going to share the link here in the chat as well. So you're going to have a link to this calendar already. But this calendar includes 3 tasks to do in your business every single day on social media. These tasks should take you 30 minutes, no more. Okay. We are not looking to spend a ton of time on this. It might take you time to get to that 30 minutes because you don't know how to make a TikTok yet, or you don't know how to make a reel, or you don't know how to do something. That's okay. The goal is to keep practicing until it gets faster. You're never going to get faster if you don't start. Okay. So 3 tasks for each day to do in your social media business. It has a suggested hook for each day. It has a caption prompt for that day, so you don't have to try to think of what to say. And then it has a link to a resource to teach you so you can teach others. Okay. The goal here is to know 10% more than your audience and to teach them that 10%. You're saving them a Google search by coming up in their feed, getting their interest in a topic, and then having them follow along for more. All right. So that link to that resource that can teach you on the topic if you're not feeling real confident on talking about that topic. Now, the goal is to begin the habit of building your brand through reels. Okay. So that's what we're working on this week is building your brand through reels, 1 reel a day. The calendar is going to be posted in the comments and in groups. Okay. This is what the calendar looks like. All right. So this is just the first page of the calendar. Here are those tasks. 3 to 5 stories. It takes us 30 seconds to post a story. Okay. Stories are things that are just going on in your life, or you can share a meme or whatever. So share 3 to 5 stories, post a reel, and post an engagement post in your VIP group or on your TikTok or on your Instagram, wherever it is you're doing business. And TikTok can be as simple as a question that goes in your stories with one of the poll stickers that are in there. I'm saying that because Robert, I know, is only doing business on TikTok. So I want to make sure and pop that in there for that engagement piece so he knows where he is going to funnel that energy. Okay. So is this helpful to you to have something? All you have to do is implement it and move, right? Tells you exactly what to talk about every single day and exactly what to do so you can start getting results. Right. Very, very last thing to share is that the worlds of thought and action overlap. What you think has a way of becoming true. So if we're going to change our thoughts to a more positive thought, and you're going to tell yourself that you have the ability to learn to do something new. I saw Robert's comment in there. If you are going to tell yourself you have the ability to learn to do something new, it has a way of becoming true, right? Because the more you think it, the more true it can be. We can think it into existence. So that's what our focus is going to be this week. Now, here is your homework. Take a screenshot of this. You're going to journal those thoughts out daily and practice new ones to keep you on track. That is the first thing that you're going to do every day with your business work hours. I do it first thing in the morning. I do it because for some reason, first thing in the morning, my brain is going like all over the place. If yours isn't first thing in the morning, like you're like my husband, he's horrible for like 2 hours. He cannot think. He's totally dumb and he's very efficient the rest of the day. But those 2 hours, forget it, right? Do it later in the day. It's fine. But for me, I like to do it first thing in the morning because my brain is going 100 miles an hour. So whatever time of the day your brain is sending all those thoughts your way, sit down, write them out, right? Or you can even voice message them to yourself. If you're in the car and you're driving and those thoughts are popping up, voice message them to yourself so that you have them to work on later. Okay. And then you're going to be doing one reel per day, just one. Okay. And your goal this week is to get one new follower with your call to action. I want you to notice that this goal is not to get $100 in sales. We're looking for one new follower because that's a win. You're starting something new. You're starting practice, right? So if you're beginning something new, we're not going to go for, $100 in sales. We're going to go for one new lead this week. That's what we're focused on, that one person. Okay. And then I want you to post in the affiliate group for support. If you are struggling with something, if you need help with a thought, post in there. That's what the group is for. Say, this is what I'm up against. Can someone help me think through this? Can someone help send me ideas? Right? Because so often we get stuck, and instead of looking for solutions, we just there's nothing I can do. We let it take over. So use that to look for solutions. Okay. And then show up to next week's call, right? Because that's your homework. You need to show up. We all need to be here. Okay. Now, someone said in the chat that I need to check the image. I'll go check the image, but it is Thanksgiving week that we are taking off because whichever week Thanksgiving week is off. I might have accidentally put in the wrong date on that image, but it is Thanksgiving Wednesday. We are going to take that day off. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop my share and I'm actually going to open up the floor for questions. I'm going to go back through the chat really quick and see if I missed any. Nadine said, question, how do you keep this energy all day? I take a nap. True story. I take a nap on most days. Everybody knows it's Nikki's nap time because I have to turn myself off and turn myself back on again, just like a computer, So I take a nap. I take a nap every single day or else I would not make it to this time of day. It would not happen. But I wake up at 4 a.m. So I have to take a nap, Okay, so let's see here. What else? Okay, so Nadine said to double check the schedule posted in the affiliate group. Yes. Okay, so I will fix the image. Just so you guys know, I'll fix that, but it is Thanksgiving week. And you show toys without getting shut down. So Eva, I show toys on there, but a lot of the time when I show them, I don't have any sitting right here with me. A lot of the time when I show them, I either have these little eyeballs, the little googly eyes on them, so that the algorithm can't see it because it's a computer. It's not a person. It's not a person sitting back there going like, oh, that video is wrong. Let's take that down. No, it's a computer. They're looking and scanning for things that looks like a toy. So I use the little googly eyes, or you can just flash it. Okay, so I have a one of these up here, and you can just go, I've got a secret weapon. Call your doctor, right? Really quick. And if you do it like that, you can absolutely, right? Or sometimes I will go like this so they can only see the little area right there. So you just have to be creative in the way that you show it. But my favorite way to do it is to actually show the package, right? You can show the box or you can show the package that it comes in. It has the shape of the toy on the outside of it. So absolutely, you can show them. I show them all the time. And you can go check out my feed and you can see how I'm doing that. Kim Morale says, my option to do that has disappeared. It's probably in the drop down menu, Kim. If it's disappeared, it's not in the drop down menu. Okay. Well, then we can work around that. We'll use SnapTick. Have you ever heard of SnapTick? Yep. So that's what you'll do. That's what you'll do to get it out. The other thing that I do is I use Repurpose IO, and it sends all of my videos without a uh, uh, watermark. Without the watermark, it sends all of that to my Dropbox and it just automatically does it. So that's another option for you, but SnapTick is free, so why not use it, right? Yeah, go ahead, ask your question. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna ask you to unmute. There you go.
There. Oh, finally. Okay. So I have a couple of questions. So back to the showing toys and that kind of thing. Like I did one today and it's really cute. It's funny. The song is great, but the views are like 13 because
Okay,
it's not eligible for the FYP.
sure.
So do you delete that? Or do you
I'm
just leave it
deleting
there?
all of mine that are not eligible for the FYP.
Okay.
All of them.
All of them.
Every
Okay.
single one. I appeal it first and then I delete it. Okay. I
Okay.
always appeal first and then I delete it. But here's what I'm doing to kind of get around getting popped to begin with. Right. So instead of saying Gaz, instead of saying anything like that, I say, right? I make the face. I'm like, that moment, right? Your climax, the swing, so I say what do I say it all to? The schmoobricant, I use sh in front of a lot of stuff. To get around like them noticing what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Steph Conger is really fantastic at
Mhm.
euphemisms. So
Mhm.
I just have to say, like, go check out her euphemisms because I'm trying to learn from her euphemisms right now. She has some really great ones. But I've also looked up things like you can say horizontal refreshment instead of sex. You can say the taco tunnel. You can say the love tunnel. Things like that will really change the game for you. And I know that Lisa is on here. She sent me a message just the other day, and I'm so glad to see her face. She popped on tonight because she's having difficulty getting her stuff seen too. So we can get around it. I want you to go look into my videos that are currently active and watch kind of some of the verbiage that I'm using and what I'm doing with the toys and mimic that because that will get your videos seen, right?
Okay.
But yes,
Next thing.
I do
Next
delete.
thing. Do you post the same content on all the platforms? Because I'm doing Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Clapper. So if I'm going to post 3 to 5 stories, are they the same 3 to 5 stories
Same.
per platform?
The same.
Same
Yeah.
content across the
Same
board?
content. Same content across the board. The only thing that changes on my my Instagram or my Facebook is like if there's a reel that Instagram has and I share it to my Instagram story, like I'm not going to go share that over on my TikTok story, you know. Or if I have like a post on Facebook that doesn't go over to my TikTok, or like a carousel where I'm sharing sexual health information. That's
Right,
something that
right.
doesn't go anywhere else either. So, but I
Yeah.
will use that in like an email campaign or to post in my VIP group. I am not about working double. We're taking the same shit and putting it everywhere.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Yep.
I like it. Yeah, and the only other thing I had was my option to save the video without the watermark is gone. Like I can't find it anywhere. And when I pull up a draft now, it automatically wants to post it. I have a
Oh,
little edit button in the
yep.
upper right that I have to touch to see my draft.
Mine did the same thing just this past week. So send me a screenshot of what your screen looks like when you're editing, and maybe I can see what's going on there.
Yeah, gladly.
And
Because
then
that's it. I'm done. So I'm gonna I'm gonna mute myself again.
yeah,
Thank you.
no, thank you for asking. I'm sure other people had the same question. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Doing this as a repeat, Sherry says. 37 followers. That's awesome, Sherry. That's huge. Not able to download the content calendar to Canva so you can print. Okay, so hold on. I have a printable one, Miss Lisa. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? I have a printable one. So it's a copy, but it works as a printable. So let me go get it really quick. And then if anyone else has a question and you want to ask it, go for it. Unmute yourself. You've got me. Might as well use me.
Something I've seen Nikki do, because like she said earlier in today's meeting, she called me out for being in her live feeds on TikTok all the time. For the ladies who are concerned about what to do with the toys, when she has a box that has a certain toy name, she'll cover part of the name on the toy. She'll cover up part of it, and you can just see the little image of the toy on the box. She uses different words like master bedroom space, spicy time, different verbiage to get around the TikTok or whichever algorithm you're trying to defeat. You just kind of have to be creative with it. And like I commented, for all of us trying to get this business off the ground, it's one step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time. We just have to kind of go at it little by little, take it bite by bite, and chew it off.
Little by little, you got it. Love it, Robert.
What was that thing you said about TikTok when you were talking in the thing a little bit ago for me?
Which one?
You put something out there and you said it was kind of specifically for me since I'm only doing
Oh,
business on
engagement.
TikTok at the moment.
It was
Yeah.
engagement. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a screen recording of that. So TikTok has these cool little thingies. So when you go to post something on TikTok, and let's say I'm gonna upload this one, me and my cat, right? Let's say I choose that to go there and I tap next. Okay. If you go to the sticker section right here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to turn that down. If you go to the sticker section right here, it has this little poll option, just like Instagram has. And you can ask a question. You can say, do you have a cat, right? Do you have a cat? This is an engagement post for TikTok. Yes.
And then people vote yes or no.
They can vote yes or no. Yeah, it's or whatever you want to put in there, right? And that's an engagement post, right? It just has people engaging with your content, right?
Perfect.
Yeah. So that's for you. I mean, everyone can use it, obviously, but I know that you're not. Yeah, but I know that you're not doing business on Instagram or Facebook, so that's going to be how you do it, an engagement post.
I'm soon to be transitioning to Facebook. I just got in the affiliate group this afternoon. You know,
Sure.
using my wife's Facebook, but I'm I lost Facebook back in 2018, and I just kind of gave up with it
I get
because I
it.
didn't want to fight Facebook. They put me in like jail over
Yeah.
something stupid, and I said, you know what, Facebook isn't worth it anymore. I'll
Yeah.
just stick with TikTok. So,
Yeah, we've all been there. Everyone here has been in Facebook jail. I promise you, we've all been there. So we
we
get it.
don't
You're in
want
the
to get
right, you're in the right space.
like she said in the meeting this afternoon. We don't want to get Zuckerberg.
Yeah, we don't want to get. I want that shirt that she had. It
I
was
do
awesome.
too. I would love to have that too.
Cool. Well, all right. Does anybody else have any questions? Let's see here. Still getting views on a video that posted last year on TikTok, Eva. That's awesome. Congratulations. New email should be able to create Facebook jail several times. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you're not in Facebook jail, you don't know, you're not doing business. That's the way I see it. Be careful of what's in your background, also to avoid community standards. Had a small wine bottle hostess gift in the background. They dinged me. Lisa, we need to talk about what is going on your TikTok. You and me, girl. We need to set up a call because I need to dive in deep to your analytics. I need to figure out what's going on there. But yes, be careful what's in your background. Like obviously you can see this is wallpaper. It's clean. Like, I mean, you can see all my paperwork on my desk. Like I have tons of work that needs to get done, but all, it's clean and make it as clean as possible. Although I do have demos in the background when I'm TikTok live, but TikTok live seems to be less touchy than the content is right now. So, was this helpful for you guys? Did you get something out of tonight? Sherry, I know it's your second go around, and it's kind of the same content, but I feel like we learn something new every time, right? That's just the way it goes. You're welcome. Okay, so you guys go forth, create. Oh, what were you gonna say?
How long did it how long did it take you to adapt to the verbiage switch?
I'm still not adapted to it. I hate it. I hate it. I want to be able to say orgasm. I want to be able to say vulva and vagina. Like it's freaking ridiculous. But I still have not adapted to it. So how long did it get to where it was easier? I would say a good 6 months of practice.
And what did you do in those 6 months to help with the adaption? Did you go back and re-edit? Did you wipe them completely? Like, how did you deal with those particular things?
I did
Did you
not re-edit.
try?
I don't re-edit. I don't watch my own videos ever. I don't ever
Really?
watch, nope, I never watch my own videos. If I mess up, I keep going and then I do a little snippet and I edit it out. I just pull that out so that I can, and it'll automatically clink together. So I'll show you more editing skills. You're probably real confused by that. Focus right now on just doing these 7 days, and then we're going to get deeper dives into that editing. But I do not watch my videos at all, ever, ever.
Okay.
Because I will tear myself apart. I will just nitpick and be like, you suck and blah, blah, blah. And why'd you do that? So I never watch it.
And therein lied my problem the first time round when I tried this and started. And I did really well with the bath and beauty until I started going into the things that actually brought me pride in doing the business.
Yeah.
And hard stop because I hit so many walls between the verbiage and the adaption and that struggle and the rewatching and even sometimes in the editing portion. So, okay, that's a later class. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I will say that I do all of my, okay, so I'll do, let's say I'm demoing this, okay? No, I can't do that. Hang on just a second. Hold on. All right, demoing great head, okay? Okay, so we're demoing great head tonight. Where do I usually start? I usually say the top 3 reasons that ladies don't like giving more hugs with their mouth is because, and then I stop the video. And then I start the video again so that I can collect myself to figure out what I'm going to say next. Right. And then I will go into, this is my demo, my party demo. At a party, I can just do it seamlessly because I don't have to worry about verbiage the whole time. But on TikTok, then I'll stop it and then I'll say, number 1, Weimer flavor. Okay. Doesn't taste like ice cream. Number 2, that sensation when they're trying to like shove your head down. And I don't know why they love that sound, but they seem to love it. And at number 3, the average oral favor seems to last between 5 to 15 minutes. Okay. It is just rude. We know they can last 30 seconds if they really want to. We have already bought tickets to that show. And then I stop, right? And then I continue on. I say, I just recently found out that they use this in corn. It is their secret weapon, and nobody was telling us about it, right? Which is true. I did find that out recently. And I'd stop, and then I'd go on. And then I would edit those little pauses out. So it just looks seamless, right? Like I just did it the whole time. But I also change my position each time. So like you'll see me, I'll come in from the side, I'll be all over the place moving my camera because it keeps people's interest. So I don't know if that helps you, but I stop and start constantly because I have to like recollect myself and figure out what I'm going to say next. So that's part of my process. Some people can do it the whole way through. It takes me about 3 minutes to record about 1.5 minutes. But I'm not picking myself apart. I'm just continuing on. If I make a mistake, I just get out of it. We're not going to get into that, Robert. we'll leave that for another day, right? Like we'll leave that for another day. But yeah, for sure. So that's the way that I do it. And hopefully that helps Nadine. So had one that went viral where she messed up, if I remember correctly. I have so many that have gone viral where I have messed up. They love the mess ups, right? I had one go viral. I was in, we were in Costa Rica earlier this year and I was recording the swing video. And someone knocked on the door while I was in the swing. And I was like sitting in the swing and I was videoing the whole time. And I was like, I'm busy. And they're like, housekeeping. And I'm like, it's clean, go away. But they can't understand me because they're speaking Spanish and I'm speaking English. And so I'm like, it's fine. No, and then I think I said, do not disturb or something like that. And their video was going the whole time. I left it in, right? That's hilarious. Everybody loved that video. They thought that was the funniest thing ever. So those mess ups, right? It's okay. It's a very human thing to happen, right? So don't worry about it. Everyone, I swear, they're just waiting the whole time you're in the swing to see if you're going to fall. That they want to see it. They want to see someone fall out of the swing for some reason. That's what they all want to see. So they can keep waiting because they're watching. All right, we are going to, if nobody else has any more questions tonight, Lisa, I want you to send me a message so we can schedule some time for me to dive deep in with you. I am doing the retreat next week, so I won't be available next week. So if we can get it done before then or right after I get back, that'll be cool. But I want to do that deep dive. Awesome. Yeah, I suck. I will go look at your message. I'm going to go look for your message to make sure that I get back to you. Email is really the best way to get a hold of me. I respond quick like a cat whenever you email me. So I'm going to drop that email here in the chat. It's edmars@pureromance.com. Okay. I know, but I want to get back to you quicker. And in my messenger, I have customers that message me. So things get pushed down. So I want to make sure that I get back to you guys quickly. Okay. Now this will be posted as a replay. Okay. But it won't be until I get back from retreat next week because it takes so long to process. So it'll take a little bit of time to get it processed, edited, uploaded to YouTube. Okay. So you guys have a wonderful night. Go forth, create, and get some followers, right? Because that's what this is all about, is getting new people introduced to your brand. Okay. So I will see you guys next week. Bye. I'll be coming to you from Portland. Bye.